Thank you for joining us for part 2 of our Ghana journey as we continue our walk with our ancestors.
Welcome back to Travel Tips and Recommendations with Nikki and Tommy. I'm Nikki.
And I'm Tommy. We are happily retired Army veterans, very happy. But now, travel is a huge part of our life.
Yep. As soon as we arrived there, our first stop was going to Bonnoir.
Yeah.
Bonnoir. Bonnoir.
Mm-hmm. And that's where they make the Kente cloth. Now, if you know about Kente cloth, it's an African tradition, and it's made a specific way. It's woven. Yeah. So we got to have a weaving demonstration. Mm-hmm. We got to see the different
very detailed with the symbols that they have, because they provide messages, to people, in the Kente cloth and different colors, and it's just amazing to see how it's actually
how vibrant the colors
created.
Are, and also to know the difference between real Kente cloth, which is woven, instead of the print that you see.
Yeah, you see what the royals wear.
Yeah.
Speaking of royals.
Yeah, your boy, you know what I'm saying? I was walking around, and then one of the young guys came up to me and said, "Would you like to try?" I was like, "Sure." So that joker had me take my shirt off and had me stand up, my arms spread, and then he wrapped me with a Kente cloth that was made royal for royalty.
Yeah. As it should have been.
Yeah, and then
draped on you.
Yeah, draped on, and then just seeing. I'll take that. And seeing how they wrap it first off and secure it so that it doesn't fall off. It's more than just a wrap. Yeah. And then he sat me down, gave me some sandals, and then put the hat on it to seal off the perfect outfit. Yeah, and so I'm sitting there like feeling like royalty, you know what I mean? Stood up, spun around a little bit. So that was amazing. And then they have a gift shop there.
Right.
And they also teach you how black soap is made. So that was very interesting as well.
Right. Mm-hmm. After we did that, we went to the Intoso, which has the Adinkra stamping with the personal symbols. Yes. And we got a chance to see how the ink was made and got a chance to stamp our own symbols, the symbols that meant, that kind of touched us the most, what kind of symbols we wanted.
And so you can Google the symbols, Adinkra symbols, and they have different symbols for different emotions, for different feelings, just and
this is what they grew up with seeing.
And
this is what they do. So I highly recommend you doing more research into the Adinkra. Just learning more about it, because we came back from here just knowing it's like, I need to learn more.
Well, plus you see them once you understand what it is. You see them everywhere.
You start seeing it everywhere. Yeah.
And you get the monuments meaning now, or you get the walls meaning now, because the symbol has a defined interpretation that is pretty amazing.
Right.
And so we got to learn how they take the baboa tree.
Yep.
They take the bark, baobab tree. They take the bark off, and then you put it in a pot, and then you smash the pot, and strong dude like myself. It was pretty quick. But anyway, my baby did it too. And then they take that and put it on a flame, and then mix it with water, and it just continue to stir it, and the juices from that, you just keep cooking it. It gets real dark red, but it looks black. That's how dark it is. It looks black. And then they take that, and that's the ink. And then we were able to go, and they gave us a swath, a long cloth, and we got to pick from the symbols that are Adinkra, pick which one. We both picked one that represented us, and then we picked two that were individual to us, and we stamped them on to our cloth, and we still have that cloth now. So it was a great experience to learn how they do that, to meet some more of the local people.
And we got a chance to shop a little more there. So, it it was really amazing, that whole entire experience there.
It was.
Then we also went to the museums in Kumasi, which
Yes.
was the Manhai Palace.
Yes. And that was where, the Ashanti tribe. Now, I know you know the singer Ashanti. That's where her name comes from. Originally, it was spelled Assanti, but the British had trouble saying it with the sh sound, and it was changed to Ashanti with the Ashanti for them, but it's still Ashanti. But if you Google it and all the places you see it, it's with the ASH. Mm-hmm. But anyway, you get to see that the Ashanti tribe was no joke. They're known for their strength, resilience, mm-hmm. and their fighting ability. Mm-hmm. And they took on the British head on, to the point that the British had no reason but to respect them for their fighting and their willingness to keep going until they were left alone,
Yeah.
And so.
And again, there's a story about the golden stool.
Yes. Yeah.
So we have so much we have to do research on,
Yeah.
and I highly advise you to do the same too.
And just a little bit.
It was amazing.
The golden stool it was given by the priest, at that time, to the Ashanti king, and it's presented as the base of the Ashanti power. It holds and represents the Ashanti, their steadfast, their resilience, and their strength, right? Mm-hmm. And so it never leaves the king's side. And so during that time, the British found out that the stool was basically if you take that, then you're taking the heart of the tribe away. Mm-hmm. And they tried to get that stool from the Ashanti tribe. And what they ended up doing was making a fake stool so that they could give it to the British and they'd leave them alone.
Right.
So
right.
there's so much more detail to it, mm-hmm. and it's just amazing, know.
Yeah.
And then it was time to go to sleep.
Yep, because we had a big day the next day.
And
we
did not know how big that day was.
Yeah.
This time we were headed over to the Asin Manso Slave River. Mm-hmm. Now, when you hear Slave River, it automatically slaps you in the head, right? But then when you go visit the Slave River, you understand that it's way more than that title could ever make you understand. So the Slave River is the last place that captured Africans and the last chance they had to take a bath before they went to those castles or dungeons, yep. before they got on those ships to head over the Atlantic to Europe and to the Americas.
Yep, it was the site of the last bath.
Yeah.
And just to be there, and they the guide asked us if we wanted to remove our shoes so that we could just kind of get in
honor.
Yeah, and feel the ancestors,
the walk,
and the walk that they excuse me, the walk that they took
to
down to this river. And I'm telling you, just even taking that walk down there, and with my shoes and being grounded, it was just such an emotional experience.
So just real quick, just imagine that you're captured, right? You could be captured and sold by an African tribe who collected you as a prisoner of war from a battle that you had, right? But when you were still in that tribe, you were more like an indentured servant, right? But now the Argentinians at the time, or the Dutch, and then the British, now they're trying to barter with you. So they'll give you weapons, they'll give you explosive, they'll give you bullets, but you have to trade something back. So at the time, what is worthy of a trade for that stuff? And of course it was people, and it wasn't your own tribe you're giving up. right? That was the intent. It was the people you captured in this during war and so forth. So, but just imagine, no matter where you were traded or captured, because it did turn into them kidnapping people and putting them on the ship. But wherever you come from, the first thing they do is put shackles on you, and then you walk to wherever those slave castles were, right? And then once they get you to the area of those slave castles, you take that bath that you literally walk shackled with that whatever group or number of people that were captured. You walked to the river, and you have to stay shackled until it's your turn to go into the river, and you're still shackled, but you're supposed to bathe, basically get rinsed off.
Yeah.
And then you come back up after everyone's clean. They move you to another place, and then that's where you're sold.
Yep. Such an emotional day.
And once you're sold, you're stamped. And then once you're stamped, branded, you're moved to the slave castles. And then once you're in the slave castle, you have to wait until a ship returns, which could be up to 3 months, and a cell could hold up to 200 people. So you're just sitting there. You could be the first one or you could be the last one. This trip is more than just travel. It was for us. It was a reconnection with our roots. And that, good people, was our visit to the motherland, to Accra, to Ghana, to Africa.
If you enjoy this journey with us, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next adventure.
Also, share this video with your friends. Share this with someone you know wants to go to Africa. This is how you get there, and the best way to survive it.
Yep. As always, travel smart, travel often, and travel safe.
Till next time.
Bye.